Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Let's start to play some Blitz games, and who wants to play, send me challenge. And let's play, okay? Okay, French defense on the board. I can go just take or e5. I think e5 just because he has a really great white squares defender. I don't want that, you know? Okay, let's bring the knight, the bishop, probably bishop g7, yes. And if f6, that should be weakness on g6 and even a little bit on e6. Okay, grid 1, yes. Let's see what will happen here. If he takes his really great knights, dark square bishop will be gone here. Okay, and our bishop here will be so nice, probably on f6. I would like to bring my queen there. Okay, that's why he traded. Can I go h4, h5, sacrifice the pawn on h5 and bring the rook? You know these dark squares are protected, f8 and I think he will be in trouble after that. Venus takes. Somehow I will try to open his king side. Okay, let's see. If not h6 or not. h6 just... that seems I will just block his way. How can I move and take advantage from his squares there? It's why h5 and take, right? Because I haven't so much pieces, just 2 knights and queen. And because I haven't queen, I don't like some sacrifices that there. Otherwise, I would like to do that. Rook h3 takes, f takes, sacrifice check, king f7 check. I don't know h3, probably h3 can be better than g3. No, he can't take with h and he can even not to take. His bishop was under attack there. Okay, f7 is... If rook f7, I will stack the bishop and from h8 will be made if he takes. There is some tactic length. Don't forget about that, okay? This pawn is under attack and this check is coming. My bishop should be lost there. How can I get out? I sacrifice king f7 check. Okay, that should be great, you know? Let's try to do this. Check here from e7, king d8, and let's discover check for me. I think that's a draw position. Not that can be a little bit not how I say it, but anyway, that should be draw. g8, discover attack. f7, king back, rook g7, and the same thing will be on this e8 square. Well, I try to take one here, but that's a draw. I'm down a rook here. That's not easy to win with 2 pieces, you know. Check, king e8, and c8 will be only moves. e8, I believe, to defend the rook, right? And even f7 to guard this bishop, so some rook sacrifice could be there. Okay, that's all. That's reputation, and yeah, that's a draw. GG. Well, we get out here from here. Really cool. What are you thinking about this? Okay, force and f4 leg, McDonald attack. Okay, d5 is a move that very much players playing. d3 and okay, let's castle. Even d4, he's bringing very much pieces on that queen side, which, center isn't very good from him, okay? e5 trades the bishop, queen takes. Okay, he doesn't even need to trade the bishops. He takes the pawn. Okay, that should be nice, but this diagonal, this file is open and it can be a little bit tricky for him. Trades and f7 should be under attack and the rook, so he can't protect all that, right? Oh, hello, full note him. How are you, bro? Thank you for coming my stream. Everything is okay. What about you, bro? Okay, take and bishop attack there. Taking the knight back, right? So even how can I attack on f7? What should we play now? Queen where? He will take the bishop, right? If he takes f7 should be pressured, knight f6. I'm gonna go in switch to okay. Yes, bro. Almost every day I'm doing chess streams. That would be a cool idea from you, okay? Thank you for that. Okay, my queen is under attack here. Is that a problem? Even not queen g3 because that's a fork. What about queen trades? I'm down upon. Some like e5. Is my knight gonna be trapped or not? I believe not. I'm doing live on Twitch. Even today I did. I am grateful, Nothing. Thank you. What about you? I don't know. I am a beginner in that Twitch, but I will say 6 or maybe 7 streams. The last one was today. Probably I'm not saving them, right? I don't know, but I'm doing streams there. G5. Okay, let's kick the knight from here. D5 will be another good square for him, but I'm trying to bring this f5. Even e4. He hasn't any checks, right? Just queen takes. You know, queen is attacking, should be tricky, but not now. f7 isn't pressured, but I would like to threaten the queen there. How can I? Okay, let's bring the knight and topple another rook. I think we haven't enough forces to bring attack there. What if I sack the knight? Rook back. Okay, that's probably not gonna work. He can't take his queen, should be hanged there. Let's see what we will get from here. I'm pinning this and rook is coming just to pressure the queen and try to take the pawn, right? What can I take from here? Queen h3. What else can I do? Probably f4. Really tricky knights there. d3. I don't know. This seems great, right? Full note him, do you want to play? If yes, after this I will play with you, okay? Hey, that's why queen f4. How I could blunder that. That's why I'm saying two knights are so tricky. Anyway, let's bring the another rook and pressure this diagonal. Oh, his position is so nicely there. Before kick the bishop, right or not? Okay, h4 probably. What if I bring the rook somehow? Now I can't really, but... Okay, he has really great diagonal, but he's pressuring my side there. Okay, let's resign this. That was really bad game. Let's play new one. Oh, he gets so good activation there. Okay, d5, c5. Okay, bishop d6 is a move that you need to play to not let his bishop protect all this diagonal. Or some attacking ideas, maybe. Takes, knight back, f5. Or f5 just now can work. What about if he takes the knight, we take the bishop? Oh, okay, another great move from him. What if king f8? Can he check? Ah, yes, probably I can. He can. Here takes. Why that's so tricky? Okay, let's take and play 7. Now my king is safe. And even I will bring the rook so faster. My position is more active if he don't count that pawn exchange there. Another trades. How can I bring the bishop on d7 or b7? Probably b7, right? To also defend the rook, not bring, for example, other pieces there. Let's open the center here. Bishop b7 now isn't doing anything. Probably after kicking the queen bishop a6 I can play. After this queen h4. If not this, b7 I will blunder, okay? Check. Okay, some discover check can be from e4 for example, right? Here check. e5 check. Let's bring the queen back. Do not discover check and lose my queen, okay? His knight is hang. Hello, Brilliantor. How are you, bro? Really not, because I saw you yesterday. Yeah, if you don't come today, probably I'm gonna miss you. Do you want to play? I'll go to course, so I won't be able to join the stream. Okay, that time I will miss you. What are you learning in your courses? Okay, d5 anyway. And passant bishop takes. My position should be more active there. Knight c6 takes. These double pawns you can just get some trades and undouble these states. Very easy. Okay, strength d4 to overprotect this pawn on e5. Let's force him to take, and even this b5 should be open, which should be nice, yes? Knight here. Okay, I'm bringing really much defense of that d4. Force him to take, and bishop e3 I believe should be one of the only moves to defend. Even I can take with a bishop. Okay, now because bishop aren't doing anything on this p7, but I bring c6, probably after open the center should be really good for me, right? Takes, probably pawn takes to Carpino defend this pawn. Queen where? b5 or a6, so there is no difference. b5 he will kick the queen, right, and force him to go back. That's why a6 and b, thank you, he hasn't let square bishop back because no, my queen is almost trapped there. What is he trying to do? He hasn't any square to go, probably sack the knight. Because his position is not active, you see all that pieces are on first rank if not the knight, and he can't even castle. But see, I bringing my all pieces there. Yes, for sure he can sacrifice because even queen check won't work and some other moves. Knight h3 and the only piece that was active, the knight on g5, but no, even that's not active, you know. I can even take bishop b4 check. I don't know, that's what he's gonna play. Can I pressure d4 or not? You can't defend with other pieces. Okay, queen c4 is coming. Now we can defend d4. Bishop can't jump. Knight can jump to defend. Probably rook a. Not. Even bishop is protecting. I will take with the knight, and I will have, for example, knight c2 and some other tactics there. Even c2 we can't protect. Knight a3 I will take. c2 forking ideas. He can't even castle. What should he play? He's down nothing, but before it's gonna lose, I believe. He can trade the queen states. Should be from his side. Queen e2 even, because he can't castle after that queen trades, his kick should be safer. And d4 is protecting e5, and e5 should be weakness for him too. What should he play there? Okay, his time is running, he has only 25 seconds. Probably he doesn't want to play, but okay, we will wait another 18 seconds. Because he knows he's gonna lose, and probably he's trying play with my nerves and wait until I will resign and play new game, you know? Don't do that when you're playing like these players, because that seems he's not thinking, because if he thinks, if he thought that he would get it 2 moves there. Okay, who wants to play? Still I haven't challenges. I will accept all of your challenges, okay? You can go after for just it's a year. Hello, Bolafash. Okay, full load him next one with you. How are you, Bolafash? He takes c4 should be hanged. I would like to go my bishop on c4, but I think even I'm a little bit forced to go d3. Takes. Okay, that's round before. Takes. We will trade, okay? And d5 is a little bit weakness for him. No, thank you, I'm good. What about you? Now I can take the knight. This queen will be in a really great square and pressure f3, that's why I'm not doing. Let's castle if he takes. No, e4 should be really great protected. And actually I'm gonna bring some figures to attack on the d5. F6 can defend it really nicely, but it will open this bishop diagonal, which I think I will have really great position there on that white squares. I'm sent a request after you are done. Hey bro, I will wait. Olafash, do you want to play after him? I can play with you. Takes, queen takes. But you know the straights, I don't think that will help him. Even that will double my pawns. No, for example, if he takes the knight, my queen will be really active square. That's why when he doesn't need some trades. Takes, he will take with a check, and these two figures should be under attack. That's probably will be mistake from him or not. Take the bishop takes. Bishop here. Queen d2, bishop h1, try to mate from g3. f3, bishop takes. Okay, I'm winning material from here. Even he takes with the bishop, so I don't think that's gonna be good for him. Takes. Knight takes king h1. Check f3. Okay, let's do this. I think I can get out from here. If knight king g2, I think I will get mate or not. Knight e1. King g3, queen g2 check. King h1. Knight check f3. Knight takes. Okay, I think I can defend this. Now I have a figure against the pawn. f3, how I say it. It should be only move, and king g1 I will get mate from g2. That's why I'm not doing this. Knights can't take, you know, and his knight is trapped. He needs to take the bishop, and his attack will be over. His attack will be over, and I will be up a piece there. When queen trades, that's. My pawn's a little bit big here, but you know, up a piece that he can't castle. If queen side trades, should be a little bit risky there. Check, and now his rook aren't doing anything. We are so low on time. Not so much because we have +2 in every second, but thank you for remind about that. I think I can handle that. Let's trade this pawn, you know, that's a pawn on d3 is weakness for us. k5, and somehow that should be a little bit hard for defend this pawn on e5. Rook e8. d4, e4 takes. Not sure. Okay, if he goes e4, I can't take with this pawn, so rook takes. I should be down a pawn like that or not. Okay, now my time is very low. How I said we can take with d-pawn. Let's move it forward. In turns 20 seconds you will panic and lose, bro, be careful with your time. Yes, you are absolutely right. rook here, and I can even protect c3 with bishop and move my king forward. Okay, that should be down a pawn for him. That's why isolated pawns aren't so dangerous, because pawn can't defend. And he can defend only with 2 pieces. I believe if bishop back, the rook f3, rook e1. He takes, I take, and that's over. That's only move. Okay, he plays. And if I attack from g3, what should I play? Yeah, okay. We can play blitz and see can you repair that or not. Okay, if you want. I think everyone won me even one time, but when I play with all my powers, that should be a little bit hard. They were a little bit in trouble there. Our time is low too. King d2, can I bring my king on queen side? Just he's forcing me to do that, okay? Okay, Kian, I'm waiting for your challenge. Then challenge and see can you win one time or not. Okay, my time is getting lower, but what can I play? Can't move this pawn forward, and no, even h2 he can take. Can be there is some mating. Okay, rook takes. Check king c4. Okay, that's with a check. Really bad. I thought I'm gonna take the rook. If not check rook d2 there, I would be up rook there. a6, rook f6. Okay, isn't protecting even that. Yes, blunder. I take. And then this pawn. Is it gonna be draw or winning, or I don't know. This h1 will be really dangerous for him. Okay, strength check. Which will work, Why he didn't? Okay, that's made. What is he playing? We are in time pressure, we are not seeing moves there. Okay, very bad, because his king was active, that's why he take advantage from here. Well, anyway. Full note him, what is your nickname there? Can you remind me? I will accept your challenge next one, okay? 86 trades there, and b5 actually can happen. Kick the knight to kick the bishop in a very big square there. That's really important to take this. Can even sack the bishop. Very aggressive. He isn't. Knight here, probably f3. By castle knight f6 will protect h7, where he's probably will try to mate. Castle bishop h6 and before it's coming. Queen rook will be pinned there. F5 and he takes, I take. But the second I didn't play him on daily. I lost one time daily with 800 rated player. I thought that should be you. Okay, Kian Dokri, you can. I will send a challenge next. Doc, can you wait until I will finish with him and then with you, okay? He's waiting a long time, I believe. Takes his knight should be hanged. Takes the pawn. Okay, can be bad opening d5. So, no, down a queen, that's not easy to defend. He played really fast there, I don't know why. It takes, knight takes. He doesn't need these trades, but if he trades, I should be in a really great position. Bishop take knight c6. You know, try to bring the rooks. Buried Fracture. Ja, wacht bij de stoelboxes. What feature nas danas Twitches apparently not followable as Twitches accounting. Who has Twitch? Please follow my Twitch. The link is in the description. Who has? Please follow. Okay, C3 isn't guarded. Gets discovered. Check. Okay, I blundered the knight, but in reality I didn't. Let's discover. Check. Okay. What about rook f4? Okay, take the rook. That doesn't need me. I think his knight was very disturbing there. I can take and get simple win there, but still I don't like. Watching operation, I'm fine. It takes and take. This pawn is very close to big queen, that's why. And taking a to b3 and push that. King c3, b2 check, and then b3 will be lost. Okay. He isn't trying to protect. I could even fork the rook there. Here's queen here, check, king d6 probably. Okay, here is knight. Very well. Who wants to play? Who wants to play next one? That was me. Okay, full note. I didn't recognize your sound there. Okay. Diane or Polafesh? Am I playing with Polafesh? Oh, hello, Techas World Champion. How are you, bro? How's your day going? We have Vaina Gambit here. That will be really tricky for him, I believe. I remember that there was. Probably I'm playing with Jan Dokri. Sorry, I don't remember your all nicknames. And in fact, I remembered full not him nickname, but he changed his. I was surprised how I didn't remember his nickname there. Okay, we are in a little bit trouble. I don't know why. Check here. Okay, but my opponent didn't miss. F2 here. Dawaj, rządząces. Avec le GTC, ça tire, mais toi, ça va faire, c'est cassé. Well, it's a pressure. F2 just. I've not been so bad there, We check bishop b3. Just I can't only castle that's. I think only disturbing thing there. Okay, I can't take for a reason. But his bishop is hanged. Takes, and my position is more active there, just the king isn't very well defended, which I don't care because if his position isn't active, how can he attack? He can't even castle. So we can't even do that after some moves, some protective moves in its. I can't bring it back. F6, I don't know. When pawn was on F5, he had queen H4, I guess. No, he hasn't. Knight F6 and queen H4, he played right. Pawn takes. Okay, another figure, but you know he's gonna take there. Or no, Tejas was champion, for sure he couldn't. Queen was closed from the knight. I am trying to do some crazy, but knight G3 check takes. I don't know. Ile ma w Pechczan? Jest też ładna z akcem. Rozsumnajcie Tyszka. Samim check, samim beginners. Can check and take the rook, but no, he isn't even up. That isn't accurate position. The pawn was only 4 and that's pinning and he probably needed to take, he didn't. Take queen. That was a pin, you know, if I take. Okay. That was pin there. It's checked and I'm taking the knight. Then if I take the queen, you know, that's just a trade, but I take the bishop, which will be saving fd1 to 3. Here's g5. Or not. Now I can't. If I even took the queen, my queen is pinned. Let's don't forget about that. e3 bishop. Okay, I just realized the knight is pinned. I'm not stupid. No, bro, you're not. Everything can happen. Some viewers are coming and say some really stupid moves, but you didn't. Don't think about that. For example, they will say d5 or call your pawn to d4. Just okay. Now I'm up 2 pickets there, right? That's under attack. Taken, that's 4. Okay, I'm up 6 points, not here. I can see something tricky. Bishop check. Bishop check from where? King d5 to not get pinned there. Bishop checks, then pawn block. Then what you to block. Probably from f3, yes, could be. It should be a little bit better and he wouldn't lose a piece there. 40 elo. There isn't low than 100 elo on chess.com. Knight g3 was first, then h takes g3. g3 or f3? Probably f3. Queen takes g4, then bishop b4. And he targets for bishop or not. I don't know, I can't understand. We will see that after this. Okay, let's take the rooks and win this endgame. With whom I'm gonna play next? Who wanted to play? I don't remember. Okay, full note him. I saw your message a little bit late, but he's writing in Russian letters Armenian words, you know? My bishop is trapped. Okay, how we find this move? That sounds crazy, probably. Yes, Polafash, next one with you. I'm just trying to play moves. But that was crazy move, you know, my bishop was blocked. Even now or not. If I attack your rook, you will take, right? I don't know how you find this move. Really cool move, bro. Okay, let's sack it and play b3 now. Map how many? 4 points matter, the knight and the pawn. Okay, another. Full knight, indeed, you understand me. He's writing Armenian with Russian words. Russian letters, sorry. You had a free pawn on g7. Yes, I had, but this is to attack on the rook. Sinahbe setzt remember Roveli Միատյութուբե մանամ հետո գնում եմ վիչ ուտենց շախմատից вообще բան չկա այն ասենց լրված. Okay, if I take my pawn structure will be very bad, that's why I'm not doing. But now these pawns are gonna hang and no, I don't care about these pawns. I'm gonna bring my rook on 7th rank and some mating ideas, some taking ideas, everything can be. Okay, let's see. e5, what is this move doing? I think nothing. Let's take this and after that trades, I will make new queen there. The rook 7th rank and how can you protect? The rook is now defending this b file, so there is no mate threat can be, but anyway, that won't be bad, you know? Rook where? He's trying e3, rook e3. Check, king back. Okay, let's go Ivan, because if he checks, he needs to go back to not blunder mate from back rank. Okay, everything defended, everything is okay. His mate is coming, king d8 Ivan. Rook f8 to bring the rook back. Takes knight check. You know, that should be winning. That's missed, it's just for the moves that he's losing tempo. Actually, knight f6 and push that pawn forward if these pieces weren't enough to take something. Or even now, with the rooks, I can't do anything. Yes, I believe. I'm trying to bring the knight and, you know, some rook forks. Probably he will gonna resign after some forks will happen because, you know, that's not easy position. Here, if he takes the pawn, check rook can defend and rook check from g8, he will lose the rook on b8. Half players are fine. Հակառ մեզ միացի կհավանք, չէ նորմալ է. Let's take this pawn and we have bunch of pawns there. You can push and make a new queen there, you know? Even what about rook f7? Rook f7 he can't take h2. Mate is coming, you know? What if I take this pawn and support my another pawn? Even some mating threats, some drinking and making a queen, everything can happen. Well, he's hardly protecting, but he's protecting, you know? But when Gotham Chesar is saying not resign, he doesn't mean positions like this. Who watches Gotham Chess? 21st. I don't know his rook. I would like to trade and probably I'm gonna win in 10 seconds with some pre-moves and so on. Here's okay. Trying Sector and some forking ideas. There are a lot of pressure. Well, and this pawn push is coming, right? What should I play? Okay, I'm wondering some rook straights here. Just if that weren't just pawn pushes and so on. That should be all. Okay, let's sacrifice the pawn and knight b7. I will take the rook. Even if not knight b7, you know, every move that attacking the rook, because that's discovered check will be right. Another check. Isn't blundering anything here. Okay, let's push that finally. A7 here. Okay, my knight can protect this pawn, some rook checks and something. Czas docenić Tureckie podróżujący. Wybanowa na Zulce. Okay, let's bring the king forward. Rook doesn't matter which square, just I will bring the king. Some mating ideas, how can he move? Okay, takes. Probably is trying some stalemate ideas. Okay, d2 I missed. I missed d2. Am I in trouble or not? How could I miss that? Ah, zgadza. Check king here. Very bad one. King d7, new queen here. He hasn't any checks, right? Check here. Okay, how can I get out from here? Because there are some mate threats won't work. How could I miss? I saw that he can't take, but I didn't see d2 is coming, you know? Okay, c2 he can take, which I missed. That's not losing for me, you know? That's good thing. Even some mating ideas can be with upper queen from him. Or he can just keep checking. Make a draw. I think that should be more clever answer to this. I have really great pieces there. Yes, probably he's gonna keep checking. If we take some piece, he won't gonna check, so we're gonna win. Queen here, king c7. Queen checks from g7. But even I can't get out from these checks, right? King c7 check. No, mate is will be here after some moves, probably. Queen hasn't anything there. What about knight g7 and some forking ideas, but let's not forget he has also some moves that he can play. Yes, he's doing this. But if he blunders one more, he will lose this, you know? Ah, shot. Tak chwila. Prosto ćwidenkę, krętę cię. But this really is keeping checking. If I have only one or 2 points, I think I can get out from that checks and try to win this. We need to keep our pieces with each other and not blunder any piece there. What about knight d7? PC has a checks? Okay, from me too. Only check. Okay. It's probably about time pressure. See, finally blundered. Let's don't stalemate this position. Rook 8 he will lose immediately. He isn't doing. Finally he blundered, thank you. If I move the pawn, I will blunder stalemate. Let's bring rook back. King d67 doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna win this really cool position where he played really great, but he blundered the queen in one move. Okay, no problem. Let's mate in 6. Okay, who else wants to play? If you are new, find me on chess.com and send me challenge. I'm playing with Weavers, okay? Well, who wants to play? Still I haven't challenges. Aynen Taguin Turrets, Sivstaka Karets yaptır. Yes, you tried. Your position was very great, but some really bad misses you did. For example, the queen on d5, you know? Knight takes and that's where. If not, I think that could be draw. Yeah, and okay. Round 2. Yes, after this round 2. Where's the bishop? Okay, let's castle, rook e8. Then I can bring the knight, just centralize my pieces there. Queen b6 sounds great. In this position, I would like to bring my queen on c7 to tackle this diagonal, but you know, that's really great defended. That's not any ideas to bring queen on c7, you know? What if I bring the rook on open c5? I'm trying to open that. He hangs a pawn, okay? Which that means I created this passed pawn. Is he knight great or not? Am I needs to take or not? There's the question. I'm attacking and forcing him moves and he's losing a tempo here. Takes, knight here. Okay, I'm up upon that's not completely winning for me or something else, but I don't know, I thought I'm gonna take the knight. I think I did that. Very bad, I think I'm gonna lose a piece. Really bad, I thought I took the knight. Not a difference. Անվերջ շախեր էր տալի ու մինչև էր եղնում, բայց չկարեց ավելի. Okay. His knight is doing nothing here. We can try to bring more activity there. Hit the rook and probably attack on queen's side. Sorry, king's side. What is he threatening? I think nothing. But you know, some backrack checkmates can be. Play g6 and actually force the knight to go back. And I would like to bring the knight back, because if I bring the queen, for example, that king side, who is gonna defend the knight? Is he gonna plunder the knight or not? Okay, his knight can't move. Okay, only b7. That's with a knight, right? Knight takes. Okay, I need 3 or 4 moves to bring the knight on his king side. What he played? Takes rook a8. Can I protect or not? I think if his bishop will arrive, that should be not easy to do that. Okay, which he is trying to do. Queen where? Okay, if I offer queen trades and remove one defender from here, should be cool. d7 takes, won't work. d8, bishop c5. Yeah, really bad. Շախ-բրեզեզևի երկու երկար տուրնիր եմ խաղացել են էլ ամառային մրցաշար եսիմի ինչ սուտի մուտի էլի Bishop is coming. Oh, okay, even from there. Can I get out from this position? I think not. Okay, let's resign. Yeah, Doc, I'm waiting for your rematch. Okay, who is new sent me French request and play with me, okay? Well, who is gonna play there? Who wants? Courage of Tech? Boże. Չասկաց էլ չես գրել, բայց չեմ իմանա ինձ թվում այդ ինչա կամովա. Okay, let's do another one. Still I haven't challenges. If anyone wants to play, send me. Okay, McDonald attack, let's do this. Bishop c4. Okay, this should be great, right? Like takes. Do you use any tactics? No, I'm not. I thought that I'm opening this rook side and making some ideas on his king side, some tricks there. But he drinks his pieces very well, and now I can somehow trick him, okay? 25 is hang, okay. What about if I take and rook takes? Okay, or knight takes, that should be great. Let's take with a bishop. Rear of tank բաժանցի, չեմ հասկանում, այ ապեր եւ իբարբարով ես գրում, դրա համար չեմ հասկանում. Okay, didn't take, if he takes his g7 should be lost, even mate threats somehow. Well, let's bring bishop back. You see, that was brilliantly afraid to take that. He's playing 11 years. Okay, we are up a pawn, but that's not all over the world. Okay, I'm not. I'm not. Well, let's bring our pieces activity bishop f4 and we will see. Just, I need to connect the rooks here. That's the first idea I would like to use. Okay, Kianto Christian, I'm just bringing my pieces in a really active square there. That's what I'm trying to do. Queen e5, Queen e1, and pieces are great, and if you even take, I don't know, but I believe I'm protecting all that squares very well, so we can't jump and make some trouble. Okay, this bishop f4, and his knight is hang, but he's gonna protect, right? Then bishop back or bishop forward, knight back can work there. Let's see what we're gonna play. Bishop f4. Can we play? Okay, bro, we can play. Find me on chess.com and send me friend request. I will play with you. After this, okay, I will play with you. queen g3, bishop back, something like bishop h6. You know, because the rook is guarding f6, probably bishop f6, some sacrificing ideas or so on. Or even bishop g6, that should be a really great move from him if he plays. I think that's the idea. Okay, bro, we will play. I didn't play with you yesterday, right? I believe you got it yesterday. Temhaska, Maya Special, Career of Tank. Et անգլերեն ոնց է կոչվում, եթե անգլերենից ես ուզում թարգմանես? Okay, what I thought to do? Okay, some simple development. Open files and bring the rooks. Okay, bro, not problem. Now I'm free. Today we will play, okay? Okay, that's enter. Here takes, rook takes, queen takes. Because his dark square bishop is gonna lose. Okay, if I take with the rook, he will force trades there. And queen g3 is coming, and bishop h6 I can play. My pick elo is 2200. I will say 2195. In rapid, I reached that elo. I'm gonna say like 7 months ago, almost. Ասեն, ասեմ, չէ, թե կար անգլերեն, էլի։ Ոնց է գրվում հենց անունը իդ խաղի, հա։ This bishop is under attack. Knight isn't, but what if I fork here, what if I pin? Can he get out or not? What is he doing? Okay, knight trade. If I take the bishop knight back. Yes, because his let's call bishop can be really great protectively. He's losing a move to going for going back, right? If I bring the rook or I don't know, even I would like to use my bishop somehow. That's why I think your elo must be 2000 plus, not around 1500. Yes, bro, you are absolutely right. Why he brings his knight in that pin? Rook here, he can't even check and take the rook from here. Why he did that? Yes, for sure. I reached 2000 below as splits and about 2100 as bullet. But you know, now we have what we have. If I take with a rook, I will get mate. If I take with a bishop, rook d8, I think I can get out from here. What about knight e4 to kick the queen, which is attacking on that bishop? That's not another rook. Okay. That's why I reached 2000. 15 is just blundering so bad. Not all games, but you know, some tactics. Harshit, Jaiswal, I'm waiting for your challenge. I think I haven't yours. I did. Let's try. Let's find you. Well, I found you. Գրելով, հա, ախպերս։ Գրելով, հա, բա ինչ եմ արել։ Շատ եմ խաղացել գրելով։ Այն վաղ շատ էի մրցումներ գնում միջը։ 12 տարեկան, 11 շատ էի գրում։ Вообще լավ էլ է հետո խաղը կարմես վերլուծես մրցումներն է պարտադիր էր։ Okay, bro, I sent you challenge. Accept and let's play. Is there anyone who wants to play or not? Okay, d4. Now let's just my favorite opening. Bishop d6. No, even pawn takes c5 and undouble the pawns can work. These trades. We can't even not to trade because if even not from e4, I will fork that. Čeopēļies ar asākiem vēl hakimortsumnei inčmortsumaseskas lazersak sanimšamas šārtāikai menektāvā matkānsče. Inčaseskar neavurčīļam. If he takes the knight, he will take the pawn. So let's protect the pawn. If he takes, I will connect the rooks, the pawns on that center, okay? Probably bishop g4 and try to go e4 can be really great work. And now the file is closed for him, which I'm happy to see. Bishop g4, even knight d2 won't work, you know, that's in there. I think after e4 to get out from here, h3 takes, you know, his position won't be as now, but anyway. He's doing right, even g4, can I sack the knight or not? If I have my rook, for example, on e6 or something, I will do that without even second time thinking that why he did that, we can't know, but anyway. This file is under attack and I can even castle if not just put that pawn straight open the rook. But this is more simple. And that's why I would play some rook g1 move and put pressure on my king side, which will be a really great idea. If not, if he can't if he can't attack on my king side, probably that should be really good protected from him. Takes, I will use the queen here, e2. The knight backward move, but that will be on that king side, which will protect here. Can wait until he will takes, okay? He takes even h3. Takes c6, f3. That pawn sounds strong, but you know I'm trying to open his position. None of these trades will work, but I will not double the pawns. That's why I don't need to trade. Let's go d4. I would like to bring my knight on f4, but now I will blunder this pawn at the time. Knight e2, okay, now f4 is a good square, we will trade, and what should I play? Knight take, f5 and probably take on f6. Try to pressure here. f5 is a really great move when opponent is trying to attack on your king side and make trouble, you know why? Because somehow rook on second rank can be everything, can be protected there. And some attacking ideas like I'm doing. If he take with the knight, f3 will be lost. If he takes with a pawn, f2 that time will be protected. Can I pressure that or not? I think he will bring more attackers and I need to work on his weak squares, not best squares. Rook f3, double the rooks, right? If not, queen g6. Yes, pressure e4 should be a nice idea too. Not of even a pawn, he's doing crazy good. Okay, but double the rooks should be probably one of the ideas which still I am not doing. Not some pieces activity, I think, great, because you know, I break the knight and which is sitting on e4 and I am forcing his knight to be there. What's the idea of queen g5? He can't do anything in my position and he needed to see what squares he isn't protecting, what he can miss there. And like now, he played really cool just two moves ago. See, his position was hyper defended there. But you know, Okay, let's play a rematch. Oh, we have Caravan defense. We are going to play Alien Gambit there. Bishop g6, Marchand Gambit I will play, okay? Knight f3, bishop. I would like bishop b3 in these positions because somehow his bishop is great there. For c4, just d6, and I can't even attack on e6, which will be really good protected from him. Takes, queen takes. Knight on e5, right? Profit. Yes, Alien Gambit. I would like to have my white square bishop, you know, but forces me to trade that. Do you know Marchand Gambit, Profit, or not? That's why it looks like Alien Gambit. There is one typical move that saying about all from that opening. Can you say that move or about that opening, which called Marchand Gambit when they are playing bishop back to g6? Rarefaction. Große Okay, let's check, man. Now our knight are very active. Probably knight d7. Try to trade that. If not, just, you know, king 8. I will bring my queen with a check, and I'm gonna say jet will be only good move there. Even e7, I will fork. Okay, he's doing that. Queen e7 to prevent from f7. Eğitim falan hype Melikan. Asaf ve Sarpayın. Frank falan. If he takes... Still I don't want these threats because, you know, I sacrificed that alien combat. But how can I continue my attack? Probably castle and bring the rook. Prescotich, but Ruziatu Uhavak. I can bring my rook from e5, but I think even that productivity should be fine. No productivity to open this f5, which should be more valuable than if I have e5 there. Here takes, and so I will protect e5. How can I bring the bishop? I would like to hit on that king side. Or even some pawn push, you know, that's should be a good idea, but you know, he's really great defender. I sacrifice the bishop. Can I or not? I think not. What about takes? Queen takes. Okay, if he takes with a queen, that should be mistake. No, forget it. Forget it. I didn't realize his other knight is defending. Bishop b3, this pawn is gonna lose. Queen f3, okay, that's already hard position there. Okay, c2, I'm happy to see that. What about e6? Yes, we are so close to make a new queen there. Երբլից խաղանք ավելի լավ կեղնի, բայց մեկ պլյուզիոների պրոբլեմ եղնի, ուղղակի մի քիչ շատ այլի կամպյուտերս կախում այդ բուլետի ժամանակ, բայց ոնց հարմար են այդ էս։ D8, knight d7, yes, okay, now that's defended. But what if rook were? Probably e1 or 6, from f6. What should I play? But from e1 I'm protecting this pawn. Let's be sure I can keep protecting this e7 door. But you know he's playing great and blundering anything. So if he can't blunder, that should be really great position for him. Okay, the knights are protecting each other very well, and don't think I can make advantage from them. What about to trade one of the knights? Or even rooks, you want to take c6? Okay, I'm happy the knights aren't protecting each other because now his pieces are a little bit hanged. Okay, see? I would like to check which I thought second that I could do that, right? Now I can't. If I move the queen, rook should be lost. Okay, let's resign this. I thought his knights were gonna lose. Anyway, tak Joker ze sposób łożki, idzie grupy. Alright, you know everything can happen. F5, the check won't work. They're really tricky here. Let's take it play d5. If I take c3 d4, we will have really great advantage there. Additional advantage, I mean. Okay, now c3 won't work and d4 should be a mistake there. He's losing a pawn for no reason. Check bishop e2. Okay, now he can't castle. Okay, that's why knight back. He wants castles. During the bishop activity, just bringing our pieces in active squares there. Giving the knight some protecting some open attacks there. And bishop c6. I will take the bishop here, right? Which is also will fork the queen. Okay, he's playing a little bit slow opening. His knight is just bringing 3 or 4 moves. Okay, queen e3 check here. Don't know. I don't know, bro. You played really cool. And even our first game, I was in a little bit trouble. You know, that's why I reached 2200 and now I lost 600 rating. Probably because of the streams or not. I don't know what's the reason. But after this, we can play our match if you want. It's 1-1, yes? Well, he blundered the full knight there. This is closed, which I try to do. If I take, I will get mate. If I take with a queen should be same thing. What about h6? Let's see if he trades, just that should be cool for me. Before he hangs. That's why you need to see all the checks. You don't need even to take the knight. Every time because, you know, king g1 check, king h1 check, and that should be made with my with one knight. And revert the match. Yes, bro, after this I'm gonna do that. Okay, no, it's sorry I can't. Probably because I did one review today and I'm not Diamond member. If you can review and say about me how percent I have, how much accuracy you has, and so on. That's really interesting actually, but I think I blundered in that end game, right? 27 check front work. What about e5 or not? Okay, e6 is a little bit weakness for him. I would like to attack there. Bishop back where? K2 to keep defending this knight. takes, queen takes. Who saw this? Who saw this move? I missed it. But I didn't realize he's gonna miss that. Otherwise, probably I'm gonna see that. Alright. I'm even a little bit tired. Harshit Chaisov. I reached almost 1700 and I'm losing so much elo now. I was higher rated. But I'm telling about this time, okay? Okay, let's take Toruk and this f-file isn't mine or him. Sacrifice check. Here's no mate threats, right? I don't need even take, but I don't know, his knight can be tricky. Well, let's see, the knights are guarding each other. h6 knight, where probably h3 because queen g4 can be possible. He needs to kick my pieces from his side of the board. You know, these pieces are very tricky. If he played h6, I couldn't do anything here. Probably now even I can't, but I have some plans, you know, that's the difference. Knight h3 to pre-grant a rook there. Rook f1 and from f7 will be some weakness there which I'm trying to check and take something. Okay, this pawn is hanged. c3. Okay, c3 he will blunder. If c2 he will blunder the knight and probably f5 would be great move. Okay, why he went back, that's probably won't be the idea. On f5 just that should be really great defended. Now it's not okay. See, his queen was protecting, but he blocks his queen way. Yeah, really crazy move if he takes. If he takes, that means I'm blundering the knight because that's with a check which I missed. Otherwise he would lose his queen. Okay, very bad that were. And there is no way that I can keep my rook on 7th rank and even not f5. Okay, still let's not resign. I think that's 3 plus 0, okay? Which is really cool actually. I can try to trick him. Probably in time pressure he's gonna miss anything. Take takes. Okay, now he needs some trade to simplify that position and not lose, I will say, immediately on time pressure, you know, because his position is winning. Take rook, check, knight back. Okay, knight f2 will be made after rook f1, knight g1. Okay, thank you. My bishop is gonna lose or not? Okay, g3, my bishop loses. Where bishop where to not blunder mate. Okay, really bad. Really bad from me. Well, let's resign this. I don't know what should I play. Okay, let's play with him rematch. Harshit choice. Well, do you want rematch or not? If yes, we will play. Ach, bez mano, that's już jak Well, let's get some simple position, and because he's a little bit slow about his plans, let's play more aggressive. How can I? Okay, strength queen that castle. If he plays that, probably he's gonna lose after 10 moves. I have some feelings, but I'm not sure, you know, because when opponent is playing queenside castle, that's actually being really easy to win from me, you know. Knight where? Okay, Sam pushing his back. Knight a4, queen c7. I think that's first one can be. Ah, press, press. Ավելի ուժեղ եմ խաղում պրոստե ստրիմերի։ չեմ կարող էլի մեն շատ մտածեմ։ Rook c1 knight here trades bishop e3, okay? Then c3 idea is forced to take and his position will be explored. So I'm seeing the future. I'm not wrong, I'm just experienced chess player. c3 is coming. He needs to take with a pawn, if not, I will take, okay? But if he takes, that should be more easier to win. Oh, okay, I lost this pawn. I can check. If not rook b3, he will get that piece. How I said, his king is very much open there. What should I play? Bishop e3, his a2 square is a little bit weakness, and actually some other knight e4 is the idea which now I can't play. I couldn't, you know, my queen was under attack. Now that can be. If I take the rook. Okay, I saw that move, you know, but if I take, he will take with a check and then another one, okay? Very bad. That's another miss from me. I thought. And okay, let's get this and play with down figure. That's still not that much easy for him to play, but right, because his king is here after. Most probably I can pressure his position. Rook c2, right? And the second rank will be mine, probably. That's why he's protecting. Really great chess understanding, actually. His bishop is under attack. If I take, his knight on e2 will be lost. And even f2 is saying, I think bishop e3 can be the best move. Well, he's not playing it. But another perfect move, I'm gonna say. What if I attack on his rook? Yes, he can't attack. And I would have enough time to take f2. Or even I don't need that, you know, because that's open attack and some move like, you know. Okay, anyway. Knight d3 probably is coming. I would like to see my rook on that one of that open files, not c5, but in that second rank. Because b2 is weakness for him. Can bring the knight for protected. And then I would like to bring my least active piece, which is the rook. So his pieces doesn't support him too good, but we can say about mine. Okay, thank you for the figure. Now it should be bad. Even pawn forks. Except pawn push forward can be idea. Okay, his rook can take some pawns from me. I would like to check. Okay, now I can't. Here, take on a6. Can I go knight? Rook e3 if the knights go forward. Knight from b1. Yes, that can be a really great idea. What if he checks and push my king there? Actually, he doesn't need to bring my king on attacking squares, but anyway. Another great move from him. Okay, sorry. I forgot the rook is defending, because if not, just could get out from that mate. Only move. And if I go e6, probably some checks can be. That's why d6 should be a little bit simple move, which actually forward move and don't have any problem. Okay, now he's forcing me that. How can I bring? Okay, he hasn't any checks, right? Only c7. I will attack on the rook check, and his one of that pieces will be lost. But I think defense from the mate will be more valuable. In here, let's bring rook c3. That's really crazy good move because I'm not letting him bring his king on c file and escape. And okay, that's mate. Who wants to play? Next one, okay. Let's play Vayner Gambit this time. I won my last game, I believe, or not. This Vayner Gambit when I played against him. Okay, anyway, let's take this pawn or even castle and then it takes queen takes, you know? By forcing to take. Okay, this pawn could be lost. What about rook d1? Even queenside castle. Okay, he's played that one more time and he takes. That should be a mistake. Because I will take it, his queen should be under attack and actually the knight on f6. Let's see if he can blunder or not. Okay, you wasted so much moves and he blundered, right? Probably he forgot that I'm gonna take with a knight there. Okay, no problem. If there were only two rooks, he could get the trade, you know? It should be trade with one queen against two rooks. Okay, now I need some trades. Okay, with the knight to bring activity. My bishop is under attack. Two takes. I will take it queen e6. I will bring my bishop back. But I think he's gonna take and stand the bishop. Okay. Really great calculation, right? He's lost. D8, yes. He's preventing from me to bring my knight on b5 and you know he's seeing my moves which I'm trying to do. He's doing absolutely right. Okay, I thought my queen is defending. But even I could check and take the rook. But you know rook on d8 should be the move there. Okay, I have this pass pawn which should be winning probably. I'm gonna push this for pawn forward. Okay, I knew he was gonna blunder anything and you know he did. Now his rook on c5 is sank. I'm gonna pick that for sure. Wait a minute, can I take? Queen d4. Okay, p6 will prevent. He's trying to be a little bit greedy to take all his pieces in his side, but that didn't happen. Okay, another blunder. That's why you need to keep your king safe in that positions where opponent has another queen which can check and take something in your position from your position. Okay. Well, let's get these trades. I won't take, and I'm waiting until he will take. Okay. That's crazy idea because you are bringing your bishop with a tempo. Okay, no problem. Let's castle get out from this thing. I could even check and take c5, but I think c5 is weakness for him. Can win that in any time, I believe. I would like to have a knight and try to use this pin, which most of players doing, but I have two bishops, and Grandmaster is calling these two bishops advantage, which I like this, you know. Before a5, right? But even this diagonal is a little bit open and can be tricky, which I'm happy to see. Okay, my bishop will be hyperactive there. I'm waiting after rook b1 somehow. That should be pennant. That should be a mistake that players like his rating will do that. Okay, he missed one thing, you know, his queen was under attack and he's blundering c3. Let's take with a queen, right? Because bishop takes some pinning ideas. His knight is hanged, he can't take the pawn, and I would have enough time to defend even. I can take. It should be trade, but I don't like to lose at this pawn on i7. And you know, my queen is great. I think I can join and something in his king side. Yes, that should be the right idea. Even if he takes, I believe rook a8. Okay, let's try that. Takes, you know, c5 is defended. I would like to defend c5 to not the queen c5 and defend the knight. The pawn, yes. Marco, you are right, but you got tricked there. Because I'm waiting until he will take and he will lose the knight on a3. That's why what I tried to do there. But even I don't care about that pawn. I was trying to work on his king side because, you know, that's not guarded. These pawns are hanged, but it's not a problem. His king side is absolutely destroyed. I don't know why he's opening these squares for me. You know, if my bishop I jump there, that should be crazy good. Which bishop I can go? Probably d6. But you know, knight f3. For knight f3 we have bishop e4. Okay, really good. I have two moves and, you know, some mating ideas. Knight f3 would protect all the dark squares from mating, but you know, that's why I brought the bishop there. That's why you need to have plans, not just all the attacking moves and play some moves that seems good. You can sack the rook and bishop d6, right? Ah, okay, what is this move? Don't see this. Thank you. Thank you very much. I didn't realize my rook with this cycle or that pieces could be that much hanged there. Okay, Marco, did you realize that or not? That was very bad. Okay, his knight is hanged and probably now you are understanding why I played bishop before. Check, king f1. Yes, should be only move, and what after that? Bishop check and his queen should be loose. If I take queen back and that should be defended, okay? That's the whole difference. Okay, we don't have increment, we need to be sure we are playing fast enough. Trade the rooks, queen checks. Another check. If dark squares, I will check with a bishop. Did he blunder or not? His king is very bad square there. Okay, let's not blunder mate there. Queen g3 probably. He needs to think a little bit harder, but I have only 8 seconds and I don't have increment, how you know? Why I am losing 2 seconds in every move? Okay, I thought I had plus 2 seconds in every move, sorry. That's why I played a little bit slower and okay, 1.6 seconds and I won with checkmate. Really great, boss. Okay, finally, we got our winner. Is there anyone who wants to play or not? We played very much Final Gambit with him, so let's play this one Italian game there. Actually, we can take which can't be mistake. You know, if he takes, that should be mistake from him. This is so unfair. Bishop c4. Okay, I believe he can't take check or can he? Okay, nothing is hang. Before I will kick that. Now I can't, but anyway. He's overpressuring this. I think I can protect, right? He played very passive these some games, but he's trying a little bit aggressive. Another variant can be e5 knight takes before or something to take the knight. Before he has really great protection there, I would like to trick him. You know, some bishop back and pick the knight back, and his pieces should be hang at that time. He's threatening mate, and that should be a mistake, you know why? Knight back d4. I will hit the bishop and I will hit the queen and I will take the bishop. Not just queen h6 move, which since should be the best move for protect. For attack and try mate, that's for sure blunder. And I explained how. Okay, what about if I took out his queen from the diagonal? Okay. I would like to bring the rook and attack on his king side. Okay, that's not a threat, I believe. d5 takes. Okay, I will force him to take. His bishop is very active there. So you know I will force because from e7 I can't force. Okay, we got this. Queen g3 and g7 is weakness even if my bishop and some other pieces jump. But that's why two pieces are the best than only one rook. And see his rooks are doing nothing there. I don't need even try to take that pawns. That will lose a tempo for me. Even if I bring the rook that should be two moves, then probably I'm gonna lose some tempo. That's why I'm not trying to do that. Rook g3 and h6 will be under attack. Rook h3 I believe won't work. Take from d1, king h2, and that should be all. You know? Okay, see my two bishops are great, which we can say about his rook, which is only one check and that's all. He can't take, that's not fork, don't worry about that, but miss that I can take. Here check, here mate. Okay, let's sack the rook because if we are sacking the bishop, that's not with h check. Բարի ախպեր ջան։ Եղավ, եթե ուզում ես խաղանք։ Check g7, g8 doesn't matter and mate from h7, okay? If not, queen h6 somehow. Okay, and that means we sacrificed the rook. Okay, let's play with him another one. There is any player who wants to play or not? French defense this time, okay? Takes, knight f6, d6. Yeah, there was mate. Where? Okay, I made it, but before there was mate or not? Was there mate idea somehow? Which we missed. Okay, let's kick the knight. I won him one time like that. And when my opponent playing queenside castle, that's not easy to play for him, you know? Because I'm attacking player. Okay, b3, a3 he will close and what should I play? That's why b3 not a3. b3 takes. Okay, I think he will take with one pawn and then not do anything. b3 he will close. But I'm wondering some bishop sacrifice to opponent. You know my pawn is very close to be queen there. Takes. Queen a3, queen b2. If not, position should be ruined. 84. Okay, let's see what we will get from here. Why is it trying these trades? Is this give anything to him or not? Suck. Okay, queen b2 is disturbing all that. Okay, let's do this. c5, c4 probably. Well, he wants some bishop trades there, and if he didn't trade, this diagonal should be really great for him. That's why we did, otherwise I would like bishop back, and his sacrificing idea will be with me, okay? So that's not easy to get out from there. Here queen takes. Actually, if I bring the bishop, that should be great. Հասկացա, ախպեր։ Տեսավ մրցումներն էին անգրելով են խաղում էլի։ Դե հա կամ երկու հատ շարժ մրցում, որ պետք է չի գրեց, բայց հանուր հա։ F3, can F3 work or not? I can't move tonight. Oh, hello, Nalichas. How are you, bro? How's your taste going? D4. Okay, some ideas like D4, I can't move tonight. I don't want to lose that. Queen takes, I'm opening this diagonal. And queen takes, I can move my queen. Knight takes. No, probably that can work. And even queen check and bring the knight in defended square can be. Okay, anyway. You know the idea about from f6. Queen yes, he's gonna protect from like that. Queen f6, queen trade won't work. What if he takes the knight? Yes, because his queen is defending. Okay, this is mate and the knight is under attack. Bishop takes, my g file will be opened, but let's see. Կարգ անեմ, մրցումներ ես խաղալու, ինքան մրցումներ խաղա շախմատի դպրոցն է, միանք արդեն ասեմ, էշտ ավելի ճիշտ քու խաղեի, յանք ես կարգել են տալուս, չգիտեի, որ կարգ հանելու էի, բայց յանք տալիս էին. Okay, what can we get from here? Trades or not? Okay, let's bring some activity in this position. If he takes the knight, okay, it won't work. I thought his knight is... But queen c2 check, king a1. Okay, if that were only one rook defense, I could try to trick him. I'm forgetting every time that we haven't increment time there. That's why I'm blundering all that on time. Okay, he's up. I will say 40 seconds, then me. Anyway, let's do some pre-moves and try to win this. You know, g7 is very bad square for him. For me, sorry. Oh no, my queen is under attack. Let's go back defend. Okay, queen g3 check. Is it gonna work or not? I think yes. Okay, he played it and from g7 is gonna be made. Really cool game from him. Okay, let's play a rematch. That's 5 against 2. Is there anyone who wants to play? Let's try Alepin Gambit against him. Okay, queen c2 and then d4 takes and knight c4. Okay, idea to sacrifice a pawn. Oh, my queen is great, that's why it looks like Scandinavian defense, it's white pieces. Bishop e2 because some, you know, bishop g4 or something like that. c2 to keep defending. Then castle, bishop e3, knight g4, he will kick that. So very much players doing that, I don't know why. So g4 can happen. Prevent from g4, you know. Knight c3. And knight d5 probably. His knight is pressuring really good, his bishop is great. Okay, one time he's gonna queenside castle there, I believe. That's why we need to push that queenside pawns forward. Try to get already really great attacking ideas there. Here I can take, he will lose his queen if he takes. My bishop will be active on that center and actually on queenside. Okay, that's why he's trying to take. If I take, h takes. He takes with h. ախպեր, սա ինձ հետո challenge ուղարկի խաղանք։ Հա, առաջի կարգ եմ, սա էլ ռեցինգ կհանեմ, մի տուրն է ռեցինգ կունենամ արդեն։ Well, he took with a queen. Let's bring the bishop and rook c1, you know? His pawn is hanging and I'm trying to tag on c7. Somehow these all pawns aren't guarded. I'm not counting the king, which is weakness, but because for these pawns. Probably b6 even. Takes h3 here, queen f3. Okay, if I take h3, what should I play? f3. f3, queen takes, and b6. I don't know, let's attack on c7 and let's think how I can defend from h3, because h3, g3, queen f3, and from g2, how can I defend that mate? He's almost trying to do all that in his games. Bishop takes and b6 I would like to play and pressure this c7, but now I can't. Here, f3, queen takes. Okay, we can even get some trades there. Knight c3, right? h3, f3. Համարյա CM. Դե չգիտեմ, ստեղով 2200 հասարա պիտեք, որ ուզեմ կարող է կայնամ հանեմ, չգիտեմ։ CM դժվար կարող է National Master NM. Well, he takes, if not, what should he play? Pawn takes, blunder the queen. Needs to run his queen, but you know, probably even g4. Okay, which I missed. g4 or g3? Probably g3, because if I need to go f4, that can be. Okay, what about bring the knight? Or how I say take this pawn on b6? Okay. Some knight sacrificing ideas will be even f3. So let's not hang anything and play bishop back. Even king f2 won't be a mistake. Okay, I think just king f2 will be a little bit better because I have another plans about this. Takes. What about knight e5 takes? Takes. I don't know. Okay, let's go g4. I will take with a queen right because a7 will be under attack and from a8 will be made. Okay, this is coming. If rook e7 check, he will lose another rook, but is it good to see my king, my queen there or not? Because somehow I can make trouble and I can't reach bring my queen back and defend my position. But seems that's already closed. Knight d5 takes. Okay, I would like to take c7 first, but you know the knight is defending automatically. Okay, we have a difference, which I'm forgetting, I don't know how many times, but anyway. Let's check and take this. Even I could take the knight, but because the rook is defending c7, I would like to take the rook. Okay, let's trade. Oh, his time is so much there. Can you prevent from this or not? faster. Really great. He's typical blunder, not blunder, bullet player, I think. Era Richard. Love Kev Ganes. Վաղ ես ժամի սթրիմերը, 4:30 կասկած խաղանք։ Արմեն Բեգինյան, չլենջ ես ուղարկեմ, չեմ ուզում ասեմ Հայկ, որովհետև երկուսի տանունն է Հայկա խառնելու եք։ All right. Still a fence here. Okay, then d5 simple trades, even e5. I think e5 is a little bit a great move because I can't play c5, right? This pawn is lost. Which is looks like first depends when you need to bring your pawn on c5, but you know why that won't work. Because I haven't that pawn. Okay, takes, and we will see. Okay, queen is pressuring really weak parts, but I can't take this and blunder my queen. Because for this cover check, right? The difference now I can. Okay, let's take the knight with a check, destroys pawn structure. Mine is destroyed too, but he's on his king side. My rook is open. What about rook e8 and then we need to bring our bishop h3, d7, I don't know, to connect rooks to not blunder anything on that pinning figures. Here takes. Okay, I blundered. I'm blundering and realizing after 0.1 second. I don't know why that's happening, but anyway. f3 is pressured. Even knight c4 can happen. Let's see. You know, that's another fork that I would like to take him, but you know he's not getting its trickster. And then b5, b4, ring to rook can happen. b5 is sync, but that was gonna hang anyway. He tucked with so much pieces. I think two pieces are enough because I haven't so much pieces like him. Okay, I think that's time to resign. Well, let's play another one. Okay, sorry, I needed to send him rematch, which I missed. Հայկ ջան, մի րոպե չնջեմ ուղարկում։ Okay, he's on the game, no problem. Who wants to play Set Me Challenge? He's 65. What opening should we plan? Wait, I'm trying to hold that openings, try to win him. But somehow that's getting a little bit hard, you know? Okay, bishop f5, bring the knight if d5, that would be trickier. Castle to rook, and who plays Scandinavian defense, he will know this. That d5 is not working. Okay, knight b4 and c2 is under attack. Rook c1, I will take. Rook a1, I will lose a7, okay? Are you seeing this tactic or not? Knight takes, bishop takes. Okay, it's destroying his pawn structure, which can't be great. Well, let's make another 96 and the bishop. That's a great idea. Even knight d5. His knight is protecting really great squares there. He's trying fork. If he takes and h5 will be open, I will bring all my pieces on that king side to work there. You know, even here my bishop is protecting really good squares. Some central and actually pressuring these double pawns, so I can trade the knights and take, right? Okay, no, I can't because, you know, knight f7. What if I kick the knight or offer trades? Because you know that's double pawns, that's very weak. If I pressure a little bit, probably I'm gonna take advantage from there. Okay, h5 is open. If I bring my bishop on d6 and double the rooks, can I do anything here? If g3, I don't know. Probably some pawn pushes. Well, why he missed that? If bishop back rook f h1 check won't work. If g3, my bishop should be lost. That's why back. Knight can attack, but I will connect that central pawn there. Okay, probably king g2 is trying. Okay, let's help him to undouble his pawns. But you know, I will pressure this d-file very well. Take, his bishop will be active. But what else? If I take, I will sack the bishop on g3 takes and I will bring it back. Is it gonna work or not? Knight g5 takes. If I take the bishop, that should be great because we are slowly moving to the endgame and because very much squares are going to be open, bishops are great pieces. If he takes with a pawn, he can support these pawns. If he's not, d4 will be lost, you know? The knight couldn't protect. If I trade the rooks, if I sack the bishop, oh, can check. I don't know, can I sacrifice the bishop? Because he takes his knight. Okay, I don't know that's for sure is gonna work or not, but let's see this. To kick the back and, you know, these pawns are gonna lose probably. What about trade to keep my rook on the d5 because he takes from h8, you know he will force another trade and can't be okay that. d5 takes. Okay, this pawn is very weak somehow, I think he can't protect only with the knight, right? But bishop f6 and they should be unprotected because he has two isolated pawns, which you can say about my position. His pawns are gonna lose. And my kingside is very well defended. I would like to bring my rooks on that kingside pawns and take advantage from here. Okay, I don't know, that should be a little bit risky. If I take, you know, these pawns are gonna lose anyway. Trades and he will get my kingside pawns and I will have his queenside pawns. But you know he will have passed pawn. That's the whole difference. We are up a pawn that's really great position from us. So we don't need to take a risk. What about c5? His pawns are double, I don't like the trades. c5 trades and d3 will be weakness, that's the reason. But I forgot he can push that or not. Rook e3, his b2 will be lost. Okay, that's great move. You know, I'm helping him undouble the pawns and trade with my really great pawn, but you know, he has very much hanging pawns in his position. He's forcing me to go back and I would like to keep defend this pawn. His time is running, that's not about so much about pawns that this is okay, a really great move. Actually defend this b2. Check. Here king d5. Here I will take this. This is king knight takes, rook takes. Okay, why that Pre-move won't work. Okay, that move right won't work. Really, really bad. Okay, I forgot to send him rematch, so why is this a little bit lagging there? Okay, solid support. I'm forgetting I'm gonna send him rematch. Actually, մոռացա challenge ուղարկեմ այն. Okay, I'm gonna send him rematch, and if anyone wants to play, say me about that and send me challenge. We were in a really great position, even up to pawns or 3, but no time pressure hit me so hard. They know how to win me. Without increment, that's being a little bit harder to win. Okay, let's play another one. D5 takes, knight f6 or c6. Probably is gonna check. Okay, he did. Now we need to castle because he can bring really great activity on the d-file and some hacking ideas. Queen b6, rook b8. To pressure b-file actually this diagonal. Knight d4, please don't go knight d2, I will pressure this and then we will see. Okay, he played. Now he can bring his bishop activity, probably with b4 and bishop b2. Yes, that will have really great attack on my king side. It's forcing move and actually making my position in a really good way. Idea. Գիտեմ։ Ես քեզ ուզեցա ռեմաչ ուղարկեմ, մատս կպավ թազա աղա սկսեմ չեղավ։ Okay, let's bring it back. Knight f5, bishop f6 to protect g7, and actually my bishop will be really active there. Even bishop d3. I'll talk upon, no problem. And c6 is hang, right? If he takes, his c3 pawn will be lost. Even my a7 too. It doesn't need to play. c5 takes. I would like to kick the knight and pin these pieces. Okay, c6 is hang. So let's try to bring the rooks to protect. Knight a5, rook a6 takes. Queen should be under attack because you know why I take this, because that will be check, right? Even with a queen to bring my queen on the top and e-file. Okay, let's see what we will get from here. If knight moves, what about bishop d3? Okay, he disconnected. Am I going to win this on time or not? Սախ այդ լավ առաջությունները գրելով է։ Որ չգրեք չեք իմանա ով է սխալ անում ով չէ։ Okay, I won this game on time, no problem. Let's end this stream. Thank you for coming my channel. Follow my channel to not lose my streams, okay? I am doing streams every day and stay with me. Հաջող հայք ջան, գնացի վաղ էլի նույն ժամին։ Okay, goodbye everyone.